and a man named Jonathan Majors, who was found not guilty. That's what we need to lead with. Pull up the Jonathan Majors story.
I thought he was found guilty.
You see, that's y'all problem.
It's like partially guilty.
No, he was.
But see, that's the problem I have with this whole conversation. People lead with headlines instead of actually looking at the details of the situation. Click on the CNN one. Jury finds Jonathan Majors guilty of assault and harassment. Now, when you hear that, what do you think?
Well, they said over her fingernail.
But when you hear, what do you think? It's over her fingernail. He was accused of twisting her arm, punching her in the back of the head.
Yeah, but he's only guilty of hurting her finger.
That's my point. Essentially, what he got 2 misdemeanors. He got found guilty of 2 misdemeanors. Pull up the article back up there. A New York jury on Monday found actor Jonathan Majors guilty of assault and harassment of his former girlfriend during a domestic dispute. Majors, a rising star who has appeared in Disney's Marvel franchises and Creed 3, was convicted on Monday of 1 count of reckless assault in the 3rd degree and a non-criminal charge of harassment as a violation. Both of them were misdemeanors. He was acquitted on another assault charge and 1 count of aggravated harassment. So essentially, he got charged with the video you see when you see him, I guess, taking his phone and then taking her and then putting her back in the car and then taking off running. Yeah. That's the misdemeanor assault charge.
Crazy video, by the way.
Why isn't there more conversation around the 2 larger charges him being found not guilty on?
Because this is America and you expect that from an interracial relationship.
Damn.
Like, what type of question was that?
Damn.
All right, so well, she's wilding, so let me just go ahead and pause. She be having some suspect takes. Yeah, that's crazy, though, because this guy was running around all throughout town, and check this shit out. This guy is running away from her, and you would think he would be found guilty of something else, but no, he's guilty of breaking her finger or something like that. Look at that. Look at him running away. I don't know why he's dressed like that. It looks like he got a fucking bathrobe on. But he's just jogging. Bruh. Oh my god. Yo, he wild. Look at him. Why is she run? Damn, he gone. Damn, she about to get hit by a goddamn car. Yo, imagine being in the car, like, imagine in that car, like, he don't even know that's motherfucking Kang from Marvel, just running down the street and shit. That's crazy. But yeah, but that's insane, man. I just find it funny that people didn't know that was the case. Well, I didn't know that was the case. Most people just haven't brought that up. He was only guilty of breaking her finger, but yet he loses this Marvel contract and just has his career basically ruined because of this. With whatever's going on, I haven't really paid too much attention to it. I just find that interesting.
You know, even when I heard Jonathan on the phone and Jonathan was talking and he was like, he's doing great things for the culture. We can insert the call. He's doing great things for the culture and great things in the world. It's like, bro, it was Creed 3 in that, man. You know, that's not changing the world, guys.
Okay. Granted.
Facts.
I meant more so maybe not doing things for the culture. That's his. I just meant he's doing good as a black man.
When y'all say things like that, I'm gonna tell you why it don't make sense to me, because there's not these powers that be that care that he got a contract with Marvel. There's not these powers that be that care he did Creed 3. Now, is there always a racial component to it? Absolutely. We've been seeing that since the beginning of time. But my point with saying all that is there's poor black people who don't have, poor black men who don't have any of the things that Jonathan Majors have had, who've had situations with white women, who've experienced worse fates. Okay? You know, I mean, like way worse fates. You know, DA Alvin Bragg likes these kind of cases, you know. I'm
gonna go ahead and skip because I don't like that they bring race into it. I don't think it has that much to do with it. It does, you know, if you look at the totality of the context of being a black man in America and interrelationships in America. I like to ignorantly think that we're past that.
One time did somebody say he was charged with 2
million? At least in this situation, what the fuck that guy doing anything? But except maybe the verdict and the reaction. That seems like a whole reach.
Now, one time did they say the larger allegations of what the prosecution was saying, which was the twisting of the arm and punching in her head. Nobody said he was found not guilty on those. Everybody just runs with the headline assault and harassment. There's no context to it, no nuance to it whatsoever, and he's dropped from Marvel now.
I mean, that Marvel headline came out instantly.
They were ready.
Yeah, they were
instantly.
They were ready. But my point is, do you think that if there was an actual conversation about the nuance of what happened, the nuance of what he actually was found guilty of, you don't think Marvel would have been like, you know what? I think we can stand by that.
I feel like Marvel
put him in some anger management. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Marvel was trying to get him out of there anyway.
Why? Nobody's having that conversation either.
But I feel like Marvel was trying to get him out of there because they were so quick.
Because Phase 5 sucks.
Exactly. If Ant-Man performed,
that's a fact. It's the numbers are in, and everything after Endgame, like, they just kept to themselves.
And the show did a little bit better. They would have been like, this was a little,
especially all this woke garbage. I actually like the Ant-Man Quantumania. That was a good movie to me. I didn't pay to watch it in theaters, but
nuance here.
I hate when these companies try to take these moral stands.
Yeah.
Still haven't watched the Marvels one. I'll probably watch it later this week.
Phase 5 sucks. The King shit.
Maybe give my review. Tune in.
It ain't working. Marvel has already had conversations and put things out there and said, hey, man, they were already thinking about moving away from that way before this shit happened. Because Ant-Man didn't perform well. And because the whole Kang thing was getting too convoluted with the multiverse and all of this and that. They were already thinking about moving away from it. But now they want to act like they're taking some type of moral stand. They ain't take that kind of stand for Hawkeye.
Ooh.
Jeremy, Jeremy Renner was his name?
Renner, yeah.
Now, mind you, Jeremy Renner was just allegations. That is
he have like a snowmobile accident or something. What? He got a sexual assault charge?
Allegations that he put a gun in his mouth and threatened to kill himself or something like that, and threatened to kill her and the baby. Like, those are just allegations, right?
Whoa,
I just don't understand when people pick and choose.
He wild.
When they want to stand next to people.
Is that true?
Most people get those kind of allegations that Jeremy Renner did in a divorce court. A company like Marvel and Disney is moving away.
Yeah, she accused him of emotional, physical, and sexual abuse.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
But in this case, he was still found guilty. Even though he's found guilty of the lesser charges, he still put his hands on a woman, and people will be like, there's no room for that.
Put his hands on a woman in the context of snatching his phone away and putting her back in the car and then taking off running.
Yeah, I mean, it's still
away from her.
Like they literally said in the charges, it proves he didn't have the intent to harm her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Then why is there a charge in general? But I mean,
because you're not supposed to put your hands on people.
Exactly.
Like somebody steals
your women sucking their teeth, by the way.
Everybody keep their hands to themselves. Okay, this whole men shouldn't hit women, it's just true. But guess what? Why do we leave out that women shouldn't hit men? What the fuck? Everybody keeps their goddamn hands to themselves. It won't be no fucking problems. Duh. Why is that not being said at all, ever?
$1 million sucking their teeth. That was not us. Just want you to know that.
Because technically, somebody takes your property. You're supposed to go to the cops. Hey, this person took my property. I want it back.
Nobody does that.
Somebody, listen, you know what's so crazy? Me and my cousin was working out yesterday, salute the perm, and he asked me that too. He was like, yo, so what do you do in this situation if you're Jonathan Majors? Like, what do you do in that situation? I'm like, man, let her keep the phone.
Yes. That's what you should have did.
You already want to break up with her anyway. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like let her keep the phone unless he's trying to protect somebody, which he may have been doing in that case right there. If the rumors are true and the rumors were
let her keep the phone.
It was the person we currently see him.
Bro, this is so confusing to me, man.
With all the time, making good, texting him. He didn't want to leave the phone.
But what protections do men have with the domestic violence cases? Because he's literally running away. And he's found guilty and loses his livelihood. And not only is he found guilty, he's found guilty of breaking her finger or harming her finger. What the fuck is this?
The phone with her, because you never know. She might take that and run with that information. And they might not have been ready to be revealed to the world just yet. But I mean,
this is such a silly
he did rebound with Megan Good.
Taylor said that video of him running is not silly. That is exactly what you should do.
I'm saying it's silly for her. Like, why is she chasing after him?
That is exactly what you should do if you're in that situation.
Take off running.
Like
if a white woman hits you and you're a black man, run. I mean, run and scream for help. If any woman hits you, run.
Yeah, run.
Run. You can't. What can you do? There's nothing
you
you're able to do in that situation.
The lady, the young lady in the back talking about, run. What type of shit is it? But keep your hands to yourself.
Let's just say you grab her hands. Like you just grab her, just to hold her to keep her from hitting you. Now I'm gonna get a misdemeanor assault charge?
Yep. Well, she calls the police.
Yep. Why is the dude in the back saying yep like that so dismissively? Come on, Alex.
Well, yeah, her, yeah. I'm just saying that, like,
I don't know, man. I'm just saying all that to say Broke Down Prophets is on Audible right now. Written by S.A. Cosby.
Why is media not having the conversation about he had such heavy charges? Because then they would have to take accountability for all the things that they've been putting out.
Well, it's not me. See, here's the thing. It's never media. Well, it is.
I say that's partially true, but at the end of the day, responsible journalism, which that's probably true because ain't no such thing as responsible journalism in the 2020s. It's over with. That's long gone, and you could argue that's never even been a real thing. Because who's to say that people back in the 50s and 60s were telling the truth? It was probably all bullshit throughout this whole time.
It's sometimes, but it's social media. It's the conversation around
I think it's
media.
That was the CNN headline. The CNN headline is the one.
You're right.
And that's a credible source.
Technically, he did get charged,
yeah, and that's a quote-unquote, what he called a credible source. The CNN headline didn't even bring all these things up.
And harassment, but there's levels to it. It was 2 misdemeanors, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
One is it's a non-criminal charge.
Yeah.
So I don't even understand.
Non-criminal charge.
Non-criminal charge don't get them the clicks and the likes that they need. So why would they use
But that is whack, man. You playing with people's reputations. You playing with people's livelihoods. You know what I mean? That's just whack. Like, why can't we have nuanced conversation? Like, why do we always got to just run with the most salacious?
This is why I don't believe anything I see on the internet. Why you shouldn't either. This among many other reasons.
Headline.
Crazy.
Just for clicks and shits and giggles, because we know motherfuckers don't read. We know motherfuckers don't ever get to the nuance of the situation ever. Yeah. Never. It's just whatever the headline is, and now you stuck with that. Marvel saw that headline, he's like, man, drop the press release.
No.
Drop it. Put it out. Even though Marvel, y'all know good and damn well, y'all thought the whole King Dynasty was whack anyway, and y'all was looking for a reason to prune that shit from y'all timeline. Okay? Let's not act like y'all took some moral high ground, because there's a lot of, sketchy things that have happened with people in the Marvel universe that, y'all ain't in no rush to drop people over. And it ain't just Hawkeye. And it's another superhero. I'm gonna keep that one quiet though.
Ooh.
It's out there. You can Google it.
The crazy part about this is that he came home and saw I passed out. And he called the cops. So had he not called the cops, no one would have known about this.
You called 911, you reported, and you end up in jail?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, I don't know what's what. I don't know what's true.
And if you do, damn if you don't. There's a lot of nuance
in this situation. And there's usually a lot of nuance in all these situations, but we never explore it because we just live in a world where people have to pick a side. It's either like, I got to be right, I got to be left, I got to be, over here, I got to be over there. Like, nobody can ever discuss everything that's in the middle of it. And I think that's why these companies like Marvel, jump to do stuff like this, because automatically he's painted as a woman beater. Now, you hear the phone call, right? I saw them taking that into consideration as well. Does the phone call, does that mean he's violent or arrogant? I hear a lot of arrogance.
People
I hear a lot of ego.
Like arrogance, though.
Oh,
like it doesn't help.
No, at all. Like, I don't want to hear you telling a white woman that she need to be more like Coretta Scott King.
The hell does that have to
Michelle
do with
Obama? And I don't want to hear you tell me that what you're doing is affecting culture and the world. Like you did Creed 3 and Ant-Man.
Come on, man.
Let him feel great.
I think, wait, can I tell you something? I think he's saying that though because like black women looked at him like, oh, like just another black man to look that's handsome and everything else. Like I think that's what he's taking in.
As handsome as I am, do I act like that?
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Anyway,
as handsome as I am, do you hear me out here saying that I'm changing the world?
Yes.
At this point, he was only found guilty of some issue with her finger and ruined his whole career. That's a shame. So I don't know, man. Things got to change. Things in the world don't make sense. And we got to speak up about it and do something about it. Nah. It's crazy. Men, don't put your hands on women. And women, don't put your hands on men. Everybody keep their hands to themselves. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Help me get to my next 1,000 subscribers ASAP. Trying to get to 100K before the end of 2024. So I appreciate your help. Thank you.